On Wednesday, the hosts of The View, the impossible-to-sit-through daytime talk show, were in the middle of what they may have thought was an intelligent analysis of the Trump presidency when co-host Joy Behar simply could not take it anymore. "This man will never apologize. If he lives another 20 years, God forbid," Behar said, according to the Daily Caller. She quickly backtracked, as if surprised by her own words. "Not God forbid. If he lives another 20 years. Well, he could be like 105 by the time we've got him for the next. He will never ever backtrack or tell the truth, this guy," 75-year-old Behar said of 72-year-old Trump. Behar has never been the most considerate TV personality, but you still wouldn't expect this to fall from her lips. She brought up her statement again after the commercial break and excused herself. "The last segment, I don't wish the president ill. I really don't. I just want him out," Behar said, according to Fox News. "It's really about that, I didn't mean that." Sure, Behar seemed to realize that she couldn't leave her words out there on their own and that she had to try to explain herself. But what of the Freudian slip itself? After all, as the proverb goes, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. It seems that Behar's hatred of Trump runs deeper than typical comedian posturing. It's not unusual for TV personalities, who make their money off of brazenness, to joke about politicians. But Behar wasn't being brazen. She was in the middle of discussing Trump when she basically dropped that she hopes he dies soon. It's not the first time she's had to dig herself out of a hole of her creation. Behar landed in hot water earlier this year after referring to Christian beliefs as mental illness. In February, as Behar and her co-hosts babbled about Vice President Mike Pence's Christian faith, Behar said, "It's one thing to talk to Jesus, it's another thing when Jesus talks to you. That's called mental illness if I'm not correct." Her co-hosts joined in the crowd's laughter over Behar's quip. However, there was significant backlash over her anti-Christian sentiments as ABC received over 30,000 calls from outraged viewers. "I actually heard that ABC has a program that compared my Christianity to mental illness. And I'd like to laugh about it, but I really can't," Pence said about the incident in an interview. "It's just wrong," Pence continued. "And it's an insult not to me, but to the vast majority of the American people who, like me, cherish their faith. My Christianity is the most important thing in my life." And Behar is not the only co-host of The View who has expressed a disturbing amount of animosity against Trump. However, Behar and her cohorts actually have much to thank Trump for, as the 2017-18 season for The View was the most watched year since showrunner Barbara Walters left it 4 years ago. It seems that Trump's presidency has at least given our gracious hosts some direction to their mindless prattle. We can only hope that they don't fan the flames of their own hatred too strongly.